I was not giving what it needed to give when I was in my 20s. I didn't know my body. I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't know what I liked. I didn't know how to I didn't know how to suck. I didn't know how to throw it back.
Wow.
Now I could do all of those things plus more. I understand who I am as a woman. My emotional maturity is here. No. You can have that argument you want. I know I'm a hot commodity.
This is your boy, Paul Anthony, the Truth Pierce, and I got something to say.
What do you have to say, sir?
I'm just tired of these females who cooked after 30. I'm gonna say it like that, cooked.
Okay, so you're personally attacking me, so I would like to know.
How am I attacking you?
Because I'm after 30, so I'm cooked.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think 30 is a little bit too young to be saying that you are fully cooked. Let's just say you have baked. But every decade, you get reduced by 1 point. So if you were a 9 in your 20s, you was an 8 in your 30s, you're going to be a 7 in your 40s and a 6 in your 50s. Whereas as a guy, I was a smooth 6 in my 20s, 37. I'm in my 40s now. I'm at 8, baby. And I'm slightly kidding, at least on the male side, because men don't get rated on scales. They get rated on what value they can deliver to a woman. Women got to understand that they are on a shot clock, baby. As you get older, your position in the dating marketplace is going to naturally go down. And if you ignore that reality, well, that shot clock might buzz. Let's go.
Listen.
I'm crying.
Yes, dog. Listen, dog. Guys is over here like, yo, prime is 25 to 30. Let's keep it 100.
But let me say this. I hear exactly what you're saying, right? I've heard it before. People have said it. Women age like milk, men age like fine wine. I've heard it 1,000 times, right? For me personally, I'm going to say this.
Okay.
Me, maybe I am cooked. But you know what? I'm cooked and it tastes delicious because I was not giving what it needed to give when I was in my 20s. I didn't know my body. I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't know what I liked. I didn't know how to fuck. I didn't know how to suck. I didn't know how to throw it back.
Wow.
Now I could do all of those things plus more. I understand who I am as a woman. My emotional maturity is here. And at the end of the day, I know that it feels like there's women who are jaded because they've been with so many men and now they're cooked. I understand that perspective. But personally, for me, I feel so into my bag as a 30-year-old because...
And then after 34, 35,
Cook.
man.
Now, did you notice in her accumulation of words, what did the guys hear? Fuh, suh, and throw it back. Crazy how 3 of the things that she mentioned has to do with her sexual prowess, right? She said she didn't know her body. I did a little bit of research and found out exactly what it is that she meant by that. She used to be a fatso. Shout out to you, mama. She lost over 100 pounds. And I would say without a doubt, actually, I did a video not too long ago, fit chicks versus high calorie, big back chicks. And what I said is that we have many beautiful women within the United States. It's just too many of them are just fat as shit. And she's perfectly proving my point. Shaped like the penguin over here on the left. That plate of food looks absolutely delicious. And the black socks with the open toe chancletas is damn near sacrilegious. But then turned into a mild baddie by losing 100+ pounds. Shout out to you, baby girl. I appreciate seeing this type of progression. But nevertheless, you're proving some of Paul Pierce's points here, and it was all about you. It wasn't about your available contributions to a man, except for how you can throw that Goya bean back. I'm just saying, I will come across you in the wilderness, recognize that you on this me shit, and relegate you to butt. You absolutely can be good looking and cooked at the same time. And these are typically women that just travel from situationship to situationship, getting angry at the trauma that they experience from men to men. Your exclamation of your practice enhancing your body count, we don't look at that as value.
Think about this. When I cook some food, all right, it's cooked, right? Now I ate some, then it's leftovers. Then I put it in the refrigerator. After so many days, you got to throw it out. You know what I'm saying?
This is crazy.
Like, how long do Thanksgiving food last after Thanksgiving? How many days we giving it? 3? Then you throw it out. So that means if you cooked at 30, 35, we got to throw it out. I'm just
I
saying.
think
But
that
listen,
that's crazy.
I will say this. This is for the man who's looking for a relationship. This is for a man who's looking for kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a good preference.
I like cooked food, personally. I'm not.
'Cause it's for a fun time.
Nothing. Like, give it to me already prepared. That's where I'm at. You know what I mean?
I just
I'm
feel
good.
like you.
I'm good with cooked food.
I feel like, you know what?
Don't feel that way. Hey, listen.
No,
You got a market.
no. This is. I'm gonna keep it so real with you right
You
now when
gotta
I say
market.
this. I have no lack of people who want me. Like, it's not given that. So I don't
But
feel.
what do you mean want you?
It's not just
Wanna
sexually.
do something
no,
with
it's
you?
not just sexually.
You gotta
I
separate
don't care
it,
what
baby.
no one says. It's not just
Wanna be
sexually.
with you?
Yes. People love me, adore me, my vibe, my energy. I
Every
glow.
dude want to be with a girl when they see him.
No.
No.
You can have that argument you want. I know I'm a hot commodity. Fight me if you want to.
Why you single then?
Because you don't know that I'm single.
Okay.
I'm actually not available. Thank you very much.
Word, this was recent because in
I told you
season
this
one,
the last
in
episode
season
we
one,
did.
you was acting funny.
I might have been acting funny, but yeah, I'm not available. And guess what? I have at the end of the
trying
day,
to hit.
me personally, I don't feel like I've never operated from a place of desperation. That's never been my story. That's never been my life.
He think you cooked?
Yeah. I'm crying. Oh my God.
That's funny. I think you cooked. Yeah.
I'm cooked. And I will say I am. I'm like more tired. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a cool type of bride.
Right.
I'm cool. Like someone to be with me, they're lucky. I'm a vibe. I'm cool. I'm chill. I know myself. I know what's up. I know what I bring. I know how to add value. I've never lacked any of those qualities or traits. And that's why for me it's like, no, I know someone is lucky to be with me.
You in love?
Yeah.
Whoa.
So anyways,
Why you
moving
changing
on.
the subject?
Because we're not doing all this.
All
So
right.
You know, I absolutely believe her when she says that she's a vibe, but one of the mistakes that I see women making today is that they mistake attention for intention. Just because a man takes you out up on dates, just because he gives you that validation, that attention, just because he gives you the time, doesn't mean that he wants you out of anything more than just butt. Now, if he does it consistently for an extremely long period of time, you know, it's a little bit different there. But these women will look down in the DMs and think, I still got it, baby. Meanwhile, all those dudes is looking for short times and not a long time. You got to understand the difference before it's too late. And within that time, as you accumulate age, as you accumulate bodies that you're learning how to throw it back on with that damn empanada that you got behind there, just understand that that's not valuable. And you might need to reassess who you actually are in giving to the market of men that you want a different result, then you may have to show up differently as a woman. However, later on in this podcast, she begins to speak specifically about her last relationship.
How old was you at the time?
I probably was like 27.
Oh, you wasn't
8.
cooked?
No, I wasn't cooked.
So you wasn't cooked.
Nah,
You was ripe for the taking.
I was right for the taking. He's older than me.
Why y'all didn't get married, have kids?
No, because it just wasn't given that. Like, it just wasn't. I mean, I tried really hard. He tried. We both tried. Like, you
Try
know,
what?
therapy, like just to really
Y'all was in
reconnect
a
with each
relationship
other.
and trying therapy?
Yeah, we did. We tried therapy in a
As
relationship.
just a relationship?
It was just a relationship, yeah. Because I would tell him I didn't want to be with him, and he would be like, "Let's try therapy. Let's work it out." But
He had other hoes?
he cheated on me, yeah, a few times.
You
I could have looked past it if
knew who it was?
one of the times I caught him. So I'm young. This is crazy, but like I had an intuition. I was like, I don't trust this nigga right now. I could feel something. I was at home. I was with my homegirl, one of my best friends.
Okay.
We've been best friends for 20 years. She's my ride or die.
Okay.
So I hit her up. I'm like, girl, I'm going through it. Like, I don't know. I just feel like it's a weird vibe. We lived together. He had an additional spot.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, I'm pulling up to this spot.
Y'all live together?
Yeah.
In a house?
Yeah. So I pull up So I'm
city,
like,
where y'all was at? What city?
damn, I'm not telling everybody all my
Well,
business on the
break
thing.
it.
Like,
Damn,
Jesus.
can we break it down?
No,
Let's-
we're not
let's
breaking.
paint
We're in
the
LA.
picture.
We're in Los
Let's paint the
Angeles. I'm not
picture.
getting too detailed. I'm going to pull up to his spot. So I pull up with my homegirl. I'm
Where's
like,
the other spot at?
in Hollywood.
Is this an apartment or a house?
It's an apartment.
So you
I-
got into the apartment.
No,
you
no,
got
no.
keys?
I'm not in the apartment. I'm not in the apartment.
You outside.
I'm outside the apartment with my homegirl.
Okay.
And I'm like, girl, I'm riding by this apartment right now.
You just pulled up.
I just had an intuition. I said, I'm pulling up.
Okay, go.
So I pull up to the apartment, right? Literally, I'm with my best friend, and she's like, Azar. And I'm like, what? She's like, why did he just drive by with a bitch in the car? I said, you're lying. And she's like, no, I'm not lying. So I'm like, oh my God, I knew it, right? So I'm like, let me out the car. She was like, no, no, no. I was like, no, let me out the car. Stop playing.
You like, get me out the car, but he already drove by.
He drove by to turn around to park, right? So
Okay.
while they're parking, they're walking out. And I see them walking up to the door. So they go into the
In the
door.
apartment
Yeah.
door?
So they go up to the door, they walk in.
Him and another girl.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And she's beautiful, bomb. And she was like, Azar, what are you gonna do? I said, nothing, just let me out. Like, so I got out the car.
This your man.
Yes, like this is my man. I don't give a damn what no one's talking about. Let me out the car.
Right.
So I go, I knock on the door.
But they just walking in.
Yes, I don't care. I'm getting him while he's settled in the apartment because you know men like to make
You
stuff
waited
up.
till he walked in the
Yeah, because people
apartment.
like say, no, I was just walking her. Like, you don't, I don't even want
So
you to
you
try
just,
it.
what kind of apartment is this? You could just walk up to the door?
Yeah, it is.
Because if I'm going to get an apartment,
Yeah.
I'm going to get someone with a doorman.
Yeah,
Sure.
concierge.
No, it wasn't even that type
Elevator.
of an apartment. It was
So you could just walk up to the
it
door?
was like one of those like,
Was that shit on Normandy?
no, but it was one of those like it was one of those like outside like Spanish like things. I don't know. It's like condo. It's like a duplex type of thing.
So you could just walk up
Yeah,
to the
you
door?
could walk in. Like, so I'm like, all right.
Like, I can't, since I have money, you can't just walk up to my door.
Well, you're also you have money and you're a famous person.
But I'm saying, if he got
Like,
some
it's
bread, you can't
different.
just walk up to the door and be like, boom, boom, boom.
You know that duplexes are like houses. They're townhomes. You can walk up to the townhome door. It's not an apartment
I
building.
understand that because I
So
see
what
the ones on
yeah,
Wilshire and all
it's
that.
like
but I'm
that.
like,
So what else
they
do you
have
want?
nice ones on Wilshire, but
Yeah.
like, if I'm gonna be doing all this, ain't no walking up to the door.
But it is.
All right,
so
you
like
walk up
get
to the door.
over
Boom,
that.
boom, 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 boom. Okay, go ahead.
Like, Jesus. I walk up to the door. I knock on the door. I'm like, hello, what's up? And he's like,
Wait,
what's
wait,
up?
wait, wait. He answered.
Yes.
He saw you through the peephole?
No, I moved and then I knocked.
And he answered the door?
Yes, dumb. So then I'm like,
Dumb.
he's dumb as hell. So then,
It was a black guy?
yes, I've only been with black men. So
I
then
just want to make the details so the people can paint the picture.
the people have heard this story. He opens the door, I'm sorry.
Okay.
And he's
That would've been
like,
crazy.
he looks at me like dumbfounded. And he's like, and I'm like, what's up? And he's like,
What are
what's
you
up?
doing
What are you
here?
doing here? Yeah. And I'm like, who's in the apartment?
Man, this is my sister, my auntie, and everything. Oh, come on.
No. So mind you, the girl is nervous as hell, right? So she's sitting there so scared or whatever. So I'm like, I don't have no problem with the girl. The girl did nothing wrong. The girl is living her best life. The girl has no like she's not, it's not her issue, right? So I'm like, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah, like, look,
He
you know
acted
what
so
I'm
stupid. So then I was like, I'm like, dude, what is going on? And he was like, oh, what? Like, this is my homegirl, whatever, right? So I'm like, this is
Nah,
your
see, the
homegirl. Mind you,
homegirl
but
is
wait,
not-
this is what killed me. They have food to go. They just went to eat, and then now you're coming for a nightcap at the crib?
What did he tell you he was doing that night?
I can't remember.
Okay, cool.
So then this is so many years ago, 5, 6, 7 years ago. I don't know. This is crazy. So he literally comes outside and me and him are just going at it. I'm like, I can't believe you would do this. This hurts so bad. Like, da 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 da. And he's like, it's not nothing. He's out there with me for 2 hours. The lady is still in the house.
2
Sitting there.
hours.
Girl,
Wow,
what?
she got caught. They got
Black.
caught up.
And what?
Black. Full black.
From where?
From LA, South Central.
It's got to be a rebuttal to this. Hey, listen. He didn't give you no nothing?
He did. He
He
tried to
was
say,
nervous?
he was nervous, but he tried to say, like, this is my homegirl. I don't fuck with her at all. Like, this is not like that. Da, 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 da. And
Why you sitting on the couch?
And why is the girl still in the house? Like, I'm so confused. So the girl, I guess, got scared. So she called her gay homeboy to come up there and get her and like walk her out the house or whatever because she thought I was gonna fire her. I'm like, girl, I'm not gonna fire her. And I was like, girl, y'all look cute together. Y'all should fuck around, like, for real. I was like, I think y'all are a cute couple. I'm cooked, remember? Anyways, the long story short is, yes, I got back with him. The thing about me is cheating sometimes, unfortunately for me, like.
So then y'all stayed for how long after that situation?
A few more years.
So what made y'all break up?
The straw for the breakup was nothing specific. It was just a buildup of like, of everything and just me just being like, you know what, I can't do this shit no more. But I will say this. I probably would have looked past more things if we had a bond and a connection. And I felt like I really wanted to be with him. Like the problem was, like, I don't want to be with you for real. Like, I just don't feel like we have that. Like we're taking trips, we're going here, we're going there. And I just don't feel like we're vibing. Like we're not having a good time in each other's company. Period, point blank. I just feel that.
All right, guys, I'm going to end the content right here. I know it was a long time of listening to that story in order to get to the end point. But that's why I wanted to leave it right there. And this is actually, I get questions often, well, not often anymore, but like I used to get questions about one of the key differences of ideologies between Kevin Samuels and myself. And he would speak about high value men cheating as if it's something that women should tolerate and accept if they want to be with those types of men. But I think like inevitably, being with cheaters, liars, it's just hard to trust those people. I don't care if it's in relationships or business partnerships. If you identify low integrity, then snip and then move accordingly. Like if I know if someone is a perpetual cheater, I don't even want to do business with them, right? If your wife can't trust you, then what makes you think that I can trust you? I think that high value men let the people in their life know the truth and allow those people to move accordingly with said truth. Whether they want multiple women or not is something that they should be high value enough to state up front. But that's where I'm going to leave this content here today. Guys, I'll leave a link to the Paul Pierce podcast down in the description box down below. There's a lot more to go over within that content, and as well as all the other people up there that he has done content with. But that has been your video. Guys, let me know, do you agree, disagree with the things that I've said within the confines of this video? Leave a timestamp so I know exactly which portion of the video that you were speaking about. And if anything, I'll see you guys soon. Until next time, YouTube. Peace.
She belongs to the street.
Girl, don't hold my hand. You a mattress actress on the OnlyFans. Get your money, girl, but damn, how is that your only plan? What you gonna do when you get too old to strip and dance? Get up out your echo chamber screaming period and yes. You a low down dirty woman if you try to get knocked up by a high value man.